starring Lee Marvin.
The fire here in South Chicago was started when a truck swerved into a power line, causing a gas storage tank to explode. The casualty toll has already amounted to 34 known dead. Many of the bodies already taken from the Burden Tool and Die Company have not as yet been identified. Additional firefighting units have been requested from all outlying communities. More news from on the spot as the news develops.
Did he say the Burden Company?
Yeah.
Well, my brother went to work there today. Ralph's down there.
What, the Burden Tool and Die Company?
Yes. He called last night and said he was going to work there today.
Well, I went sky high in the explosion.
Oh.
Well, if he was in there, he'll have to be identified.
If he was in there, I couldn't identify him. We better call Mary.
Well, didn't she know about the job?
He was going to surprise her.
Wait a minute. Now, suppose it was me down there instead of Ralph. I'd be dead, baby. You know what that means? You could identify him as me. Now, listen to me. Val Mooney is dead. So the cops stopped looking for Val Mooney.
But what about Mary?
He's been out of work. They've been fighting. Tell her he walked out on her.
Well, you're out of your mind. I couldn't do that.
You can't help him now. He's dead.
No, I won't do it.
Now, get away. Now, look. Can you help him if he's dead? No. But you can help me. I'm alive. I'm your husband.
Realize what you're asking me to do. My own brother.
No, I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. You're going to make the world think I'm dead.
My name is Frank Ballinger, Detective Lieutenant, M Squad, a special detail of the Chicago Police. The extent of the fire casualties made it necessary to convert a warehouse near the disaster area into a temporary morgue. While the coroner's men assisted in getting identifications, M Squad was assigned to coordinate with Missing Persons Bureau in tracing a number of unidentified victims.
I'm sorry. Are you sure?
That ring he's wearing, I gave it to her.
Well, I'll need some information. May I have your name, please?
Mooney. Rose Mooney.
And your husband's name?
Val.
Val Mooney? I know this is a very inopportune time, Mrs. Mooney, but did your husband have a police record?
You know he did.
Safe cracking?
What was he doing at the Burden Tool and Die Works?
He went about a job. He had a 3 o'clock interview. He's dead now. What difference does it make?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Mooney. If you take this card and give it to the welfare worker outside, she'll help you with the funeral arrangements. How come the police lab didn't identify him?
Well, the body was too badly burned. She recognized the ring he was wearing. You know, Frank, he's been holed up for months. Now, all of a sudden...
Yeah, I know.
Well, you can close the book on Mooney. You know, she wasn't acting. You don't cry like that for a stranger.
Yeah, I guess not. Well, maybe I've been a cop too long.
Well, he'll never crack another safe.
I've been every place, all of Ralph's friends, and nobody has seen him. Oh, Rose, I know you have troubles of your own now that, well, Val's gone. But you must know where he is. He always calls you. You're his sister. I told you he didn't. Your husband's dead and Ralph doesn't even call you. It's been in all the papers. You and he were always so close. I tell you, something has happened to him.
No, Ralph never liked Val.
He might be lying in a hospital someplace. Well, I ought to tell the police and let them know.
No, it won't do any good.
You do know where he is.
He went away to New York. He did phone the night he left.
Why didn't he tell me?
Because he wanted to get away. He was tired of the nagging and the fighting.
But it was never very serious. I know he was looking for a job, and, well, things were all right when he worked.
Well, they weren't for him. He said he was sorry he'd ever gotten married.
Oh, no, he was just upset, that's all. If I could just see him and talk to him. I love him. I'll do anything. Oh, you know what you would do to get Val back. If you know where he is, Rose, tell me.
I don't.
Well, if he should write to you. Oh, wait. I will go to the police. I'll go to missing persons. Then he'll have to talk to me when
Look,
they find...
he doesn't want you. Why don't you leave him alone? You've lost something. Now face it and learn to live without it. Like I've got to.
Shortly after the Southside fire, I got a call to check on a safe job minutes after the report came in. It was the second pawn shop job 2 nights in a row. Robbery wanted me to go over the method of operation. Crooks don't or can't change their habits, and an MO often serves like a fingerprint to identify the criminal. Gus Klinger of robbery detail was waiting for me.
Kingston Hercules model. He jumped the alarm circle with a hot short. Not a bad job.
No drill holes, huh?
No, he didn't need them. He slipped a nitro charge through the wire hose and blew it out.
Well, how'd he break in?
He didn't break in. He had the watchman's keys.
Oh, how did he manage that?
Gun slugged the guy, private policeman. He has the keys for all the shops in his beat.
Did you check on what's missing?
Yeah, tin cash box, $5 grand. The pledge envelopes are full of watches, and look at these.
Yeah, I saw them.
You'd think he'd take it all.
It sounds like a real pro. Concentrates on the cash because that can't be identified. The rest of this hot stuff could be.
Yeah.
Where's the owner?
He's on his way down. We got the call from the night watchman when he woke up. That's him.
So, our boy Slug's watchman takes his keys and concentrates on cash, huh? Sounds like the job we had the night before last. Well, I guess that's the way it goes. Well, don't get up. What's your name?
Winkler. Edwin Winkler. Nothing has ever happened like this before. You can check it. You've got records on me. Gun permit and license and stuff.
Well, nobody's accusing you of anything yet, Mr. Winkler.
I'm getting too old for this kind of work. Only nothing ever happened before.
Do you think you got enough to look at the man that you could identify him from the mugshots?
Not unless you have one with a silk stocking over his head.
Fingerprint crew will be down here in 10 minutes.
That won't do no good. He was wearing gloves.
Smells like a real pro, huh? Well, I guess our best bet's the M.O.
Oh, I hope you're right. I'd like to see him pay for this. And the way he twisted my arm when he grabbed me out there.
Well, I thought he slugged you.
He did after he got in.
Mr. Winkler, think of this very carefully now, because this is quite important. How did he sneak up on you?
Oh, I don't know. He just appeared all of a sudden like spooky.
And then what?
Well, the next thing I knew, he spun me around and whipped my arm up and back of me.
Took his thumb and shoved it in your eye and it hurt like crazy, huh?
Yeah. How did you know?
Well, that's the way he operates.
Then he made me open the door and come in and slugged me and then tied me. I laid here from 5 a.m. until I finally woke up and got a hand loose for the phone. That's all I can tell you.
Well, that's enough. Thank you, Mr. Winkler. I'll run this down. If you want me, I'll be down at R&I.
Okay.
I kept my own ideas to myself and went to police headquarters where I spent several hours in records and identification. That's where we have a card on everybody who has ever been arrested in the state of Illinois. His description and how he committed the offense or crime for which he was arrested. I let the record cards talk. Every index and cross-index on a method of operation in robbery was screened. Into the machine went cards for men who waylaid night watchmen, used sacks or stockings for masks, and judo holds to overpower a man. And out came 4 possibilities. Suspects who used 5 or more of the procedures found in the safe job at the pawnbrokers. It isn't conclusive proof, but it points a finger. I got a make on 3 of the suspects and took my information back to M Squad. My boss was waiting for me.
Why do you say you're up a tree, Frank? 3 matching MOs ought to give you somebody to pull in for questioning.
Yeah? Well, you can't question a man who's already in jail. Bert Larson. His MO fits on 9 points, but he's been in the Oklahoma State Penitentiary at McAllister since last June.
You still got Dave Fontaine and Mike Britton.
Yeah, I got a check on Fontaine an hour ago. He's working a barge out in the middle of the lakes.
Did you ever hear of a thief using an honest job for a cover?
Fontaine couldn't have swum in from the middle of Lake Michigan last night and pulled that job.
You still got Mike Britton.
Yeah, he's not the one.
Why? What's his alibi, or can't you find him?
I don't have to find him to know it's not him.
It's his MO, isn't it?
Yeah, outfits on 8 points. But he always wears sneakers, never takes the guard from the rear, and never covers his face. No, that MO fits only one person.
Who? Frank, Val Mooney is dead.
Just because somebody claimed an unidentifiable body, huh?
Oh, use your head. All the victims of that fire worked in the area. All the bodies have been identified. Now, if one of them was still missing, we'd be short a body. Mrs. Mooney didn't identify a stranger, Frank. We agreed on that.
I don't care what we agreed on. Val Mooney. It fits on 12 points. 12. Just because he's got his name on a gravestone doesn't make him dead.
Rose Mooney was still living at the address she had given when she claimed her husband's body. I found the landlady willing to talk.
Well, what kind of a guy was Mooney?
He was no good. No good nothing. But I guess she didn't think so. She still misses him.
Oh, you mean the way she's been acting since he died?
Yeah. Oh, poor girl. She looks like she cries a lot. Takes it very hard. And for a guy that was out all night and slept all day, never worked. Oh, she's better off rid of him.
When was the last time that you saw Mooney?
The day before he died. When else?
Is Mrs. Mooney in now? I'd like to talk to her if I may.
She's going out for groceries.
Oh, maybe I could wait upstairs.
Okay. I don't want no trouble with the police over anybody, dead or alive.
Hello, Mrs. Mooney.
How did you get in here?
Well, the landlady. But I do have a search warrant if you care to see it.
A little late, isn't it? What do you want, anyway? What did you expect to find?
Oh, some stolen property, maybe, but that's just routine. I want to double check again on your identification of your husband's body.
You were there when I claimed it.
Yeah, but, it seems that we're one body short. Somebody else is looking for a man.
Who?
Well, nobody you'd know, so that's why I want to make sure that all the identifications were accurate.
Well, you mean you're checking all of them?
No, just the doubtful ones. Some of the bodies were pretty badly burnt.
Well, you're forgetting the ring.
No, I'm not, but I was wondering why you had forgotten it. You see, all the property of the victims goes to the police custodian until identified, and I was sort of wondering why you never showed up to claim it.
Why should I? I need something to remind me of him.
You still have his clothes.
To give to someone who can use them.
Well, you do the same thing with a ring. Or maybe you couldn't claim it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, maybe you couldn't legally prove that you were entitled to it.
Val Mooney and I were married in Joplin, Missouri, the 28th of July, 5 years ago. I was his wife until he died. Now, if that's all you want to know, get out of here.
Thank you. That'll be all for now.
Or ever. He's dead and you can't bring him back.
Good day.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Pulowski, we still haven't anything on him.
But Ralph has been missing for 8 days now. I just know something has happened to him. Well, did you send his description to all the hospitals?
Yes, we have. And to New York, like you asked.
But I reported him missing 4 days ago. Wouldn't you have heard something by now?
It's hard to say, ma'am. Every case is different.
Another pawn shop job by the man with the stocking over his head. It had Val Mooney's signature all over it. After I wired the police at Joplin for his marriage record, I went back to M Squad.
I hate to say it, Frank, but I think you're being stubborn about this Mooney thing.
2 pawn shops with the same MO? And a guy that has 12 points of comparison with the way that Val Mooney operates?
Frank, the man's dead and buried.
Mm-hmm. And $8,000 richer.
Oh, you saw the woman. You know her grief was real. You admitted it.
Yeah, it seemed real. That's the one thing I can't figure.
Great. Yagas. Klinger and robbery. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What? Are you sure? All right. Rose Mooney just got herself lost.
What happened to the guy we had tailing her?
Well, they followed her as far as the Union Station. They lost her for a while, and by the time they spotted her again, she was driving off in a cab.
Well, she knows she's being watched. Probably going to see Mooney.
Sure.
Well, I guess we better start a taxi trace, huh?
I think it's a good idea.
With the help of the taxi company's trip reports from its drivers, we were able to trace a woman answering to Rose's description. She had been driven from the Union Station to a bus depot, but she didn't go inside. Another driver remembered taking her from there to the city parking lot on State Street. The parking lot attendant said she took another cab, and there the trail dead ended.
We haven't anything more to drink. I'll go get something.
You stay here out of sight.
I'm nervous. I'd like another drink.
Wait till it gets dark.
I told you 100 times I was careful. If I'd been followed, they'd be here by now, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Maybe. Now, just a minute. Now, just one mistake. One mistake is all we need. So just relax.
Val, I'm sick of this. Maybe it doesn't bother you, but I can't look at myself anymore. I've just about had it.
So now you want out, huh? I thought you loved me.
Oh, I can't stop loving you, and you know it. But I can't stop thinking about Ralph and Mary.
Ralph's dead. No one can hurt him. Mary's young. She'll get over it. So this really isn't hurting anybody. Now, look. When it gets dark, I'll go out and get some wine or something nice for dinner, huh? Oh, honey. Don't ever talk to me that way, please. I couldn't do without you. I couldn't. I'm sorry I flew off the handle. Okay.
Huh? Well, I see we got a reply on our wire to Joplin. Marriage license is all they had. Val Mooney, Rose Pulaski. Well, I guess the next
Already
thing
did.
Already did what?
Ask R and I for a rundown on the name Pulaski.
Well, then you've seen this.
Yeah. They came up with this. Missing persons report on a man named Ralph Pulaski, filed by his wife. Claims desertion.
Hey, get the date, last seen. That's the same day of the big Southside fire.
That's right.
Well, I guess I better have a talk with Pulaski's wife, huh?
I just don't understand why he doesn't write to me. You just don't love somebody and then run off like that.
Mrs. Pulaski, does your husband have a special trade?
Well, he's a mechanical engineer.
Tool and die maker?
Yes, I just can't understand what got into him. Well, his sister, Rose, her husband was killed in that fire, and...
Yes, I know.
Well, he never even called her. His own sister.
Well, what makes you think that he went to New York?
Well, that's where he told Rose he was going. He told her he was sick of being married, but that isn't true. I know that isn't true.
Did your husband have any money at the time he disappeared?
No.
Was there anything that he could have pawned to get money?
No, he'd already sold his watch. There was just his ring is all... Oh, he'd never part with that.
His wedding ring, huh?
Oh, no. It was a gift from Rose for graduation. I told you they were very close.
Well, thank you very much, Mrs. Pulaski. You've been very helpful.
You will find him for me, won't you?
I think so.
All right, Frank, I think you've got something. But Rose Mooney's grief was real that day.
Sure, she was identifying her dead brother's body. Ballinger. Oh, yeah, I guess. What do you got? Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Says he got a taxi driver that took Rose to a Chinese laundry on 24th Street. And? Yeah. She came out with a package. Looked like it was men's shirts. Okay, Gus, that's good. Keep on those taxi copies, huh? Right. Well, what more proof do you want that she's heading for Mooney?
All right, I'll buy that. Keep an eye on those shirts, Frank?
Yeah. We found the driver who remembered the woman with the laundry box. He'd taken her to an exclusive apartment hotel on the north side. I got there ahead of the others, and the desk clerk identified Val Mooney under the name of Charles Walters.
I'm glad we don't have to live apart anymore.
What?
I said I'm glad we don't have to live apart anymore, Val.
Now, how many times do I have to tell you? Stop calling me Val.
Okay. I've ordered us something to drink. What would you like when it gets here?
Scotch and water. Vic, try to remember, will you? A mistake like calling me Val could give the whole thing away.
Okay. Who is it?
Delivery for Walters.
Get him in the other room.
Is it bad, Frank?
Oh, it feels pretty bad.
I better get you to a doctor. Come on.
It means a lot to me to know that Ralph wasn't running away from me. But why did it have to happen?
That's something we'll never really know, Mrs. Pulaski.
He was looking for a job.
That's what I got out of Rose. He knew things would be better between you two if he got going again. He wanted it that way.
I knew he cared.
I think he cared very much. Val Mooney drew a life sentence. His wife got 10 years as an accessory to his crimes. As for Mary Pulaski, I hope that she'll find another Ralph someday.
Squad. Starring Lee Marvin.